So our installation is done. Now it's time to write our first hello world program. So let's open Visual Studio Code, which is already installed on my machine, and it is now empty. So in Visual Studio Code, I'll create a new folder and open it. So going to File, open folder, and going to Downloads. Let's create a new folder called Go Demo Project. I have created a folder called Go Demo Project in my project directory, and I'm opening it on the Visual Studio Code. So here, let's create a new file, and since it will be our hello world file, so let's rename it as hello underscore world dot go. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it is identified by the Visual Studio Code. So if you run your code in Visual Studio Code, then it is recommended to install the VS Code extension for Go. This is the extension to tweak around Go on Visual Studio Code. So yeah, we have written our very first Go file. We have just created the Go file. Now it's time to print hello world. So in Go, everything is imported with a package. Okay, so in our main program, in our main function from which the execution starts, we have to put our code. So let's type. So to print our first hello world program, we have to write the main function and put our print line inside the main function, because Go starts from the main function, and it also have to be inside the main package so that Go compiler understand that this is the entry point for our execution. So the first line will be package main. This is actually a marker that application code will be starting from here. So the package main and function main together defines the starting point of our program. So let's now type function main. In Go, we can type simply, we can write a function with func keyword and then main. The syntax is pretty much like other languages. So now we want to print hello world line. So to print something, we have to import a package called formatting, because the string is actually formatted to console. So for that, we have to import formatting with import, and with a quotation, inside the quotation mark, we'll type fmt, which is short for formatting. And here now we can print our line from fmt. So fmt dot print line. Here one important thing is every function, built-in function, is with capital letter, starting with capital letter, because in Go, if a function starts with capital letter, then it is public, it is importable to other files. Okay, so I'm typing print or println, and inside the quotation I can simply type hello world and some quotation and some exclamation mark. So now our file is saved. So we cannot directly run our code here since I do not have the extension already installed. So what we can do is we can go to the directory, like I can create a new terminal here, and here, since I'm on this directory, created the terminal here, I can type ls and see that in this directory I have only one Go file. So I can simply type go run hello world.go and it will run the program immediately. Okay, so if I run this, and it is showing hello world, so it is printing to the console directly. I want to explain the thing which is going on here. So when I type go run, it is directly run the code, but Go does not work like that. So what Go actually do, or a production application would do, is it build the full program and then execute it. So now in this directory, I have only one file, which is hello world.go. So for production application or any other application, you type go build, then hello underscore world.go. So what happens is Go build a complete standalone executables based on the OS. So since I'm on Windows, this command go build hello world.go will create a full exe application. The exe application you install with next, next, next. Exactly like those application in theory. Go will take all the operating system related dependency and build the executable files for this platform Windows. But if I'm on Linux or Mac, it will create the executable for that platform. But if I want, I can still make an executable file for Linux platform on Windows, or vice versa. Okay, so let's run it. Let's see what happens. Go build hello world.go. So now let's type ls. So now as you can see, we have two program here, hello underscore world dot exe. So you just directly developed an Windows application from this hello world program. So this hello world.exe is executable from any Windows platform. So let's now type, let's now execute this exe file. So let's type let's type hello. Yeah, as you can see, when I type hello world.exe, the exe application just executed. It printed hello world. So if I go to the directory now, here in the folder, I can see that even though the program is just 1 kilobyte in size, the executable files is around 2.21 megabyte, because it is taking all the dependent Windows system files to execute, to make it standalone executable files. Okay, so I hope you got the idea. Go is getting more and more popular, and if you go to the website, you can see that popular companies already starting using Go, like TikTok, Google, Amazon. Those companies are switching to Go. So if you want to get started, there is a very good tutorial point for Go programming language, and that is go by example.com. Okay, this is where I learned Go. To get started, it is section by section. So if you want to learn how to write a for loop in Go, you can see that it is, the syntax is like this. So I hope you got the idea.